Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Destiny Nicole, and today I am back with another video. As you can tell by the title right about here, today I will be showing you guys how to distress your jeans. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Okay, so you'll need the jeans you are going to distress, a pair of shears or scissors, tweezers, and some pins, which are optional. So these are the jeans that I am working with today. They are American Eagle jeans and I absolutely love them, but I got a tire print on them from my bike, so it's time to cut them up. First, you want to lay your jeans flat out and visualize what you are going to do with them. And sometimes I refer to pictures of other distressed jeans just for inspiration, and it also helps to sketch what you want your jeans to look like. But if you're like me, you can just plan as you go, and then once you've got it planned, it's time to cut. So I decided to start off by cutting a slit in the knee area. And then I lined the pant legs up and cut another slit on the right pant leg. As you can see, I didn't really have a complete idea of how I was going to design my jeans, but this is an example of how planning as you go can still come out really cute. The next thing I did was cut the bottom of the pant legs. For the design I was going for, I needed the cuts to be even, so I lined the pant legs up once again. The next thing I did was cut two slits on the right leg above the previous cut I made. By the way, you do not have to cut it all at once. If you find it easier to cut and then distress the same slit right after and repeat those steps, then by all means you do you, okay? But for the simple fact that I want to see how it's going to look since I'm freestyling it, I'm just going to do it this way. I then decided to go with cutting a squared hole for the knee. Then I cut all the way up my pant leg. You definitely want to be mindful when you cut higher up the pant leg, because if you cut too close to the center, you will be able to see what's behind the center of the pants. Also be careful for the pockets, because I cut my pocket by accident, and so yeah, don't do that. And you can always go back and cut more if you'd like. Now that I have finished cutting this leg, I will come back and show you once I am finished cutting the other one. So this is the finished product of the jeans being cut. I didn't cut as high on the left leg as I did the right. And also I cut a few more slits on the right pant leg, as you can see right here. Also, I cut the bottom portion of the front of the jeans off on both pant legs. And now let's begin to distress the jeans. So first, you want to begin by pulling the white strings. By pulling these strings, it will give your jeans a fringed look. As you can see, the white elastic strings are lined parallel in the interior of the jeans. So you want to pull them in order so they do not get tangled. Okay, so I will show you guys once I'm finished with this portion of the jeans. Okay, so this is the finished product. It didn't take much for me to finish it though. And then once the pants began to look fringed, I pulled a few more of the white strings, but I only pulled them a portion of the way, leaving me with this look. Okay, so on to the next. So I'm using the same method as the last one and pulling the white strings toward their appropriate side. And as you can see, you can tell the way the white strings are supposed to be pulled by the way they are facing. So I just continued to pull all of those strings until there were no more with a loose end. Okay, so once all of those loose ends were pulled, I went underneath in the interior where the white strings were lined up, and I pulled the first string from underneath to give me the full horizontal distressed look. And then I continued until I felt there were enough strands and the actual denim was distressed enough. Be sure to do the top of the slit as well as the bottom. So this is the finished look, along with the bottom portion of the jeans I already distressed. Now I am going to use the same technique as I did with the last slit and distress those holes. As you can see, I already began to distress the hole, but the fringe is a little bit uneven, so I'm just going to show you a technique I use when this happens to me. So I start off by partially pulling a few strings out, and then I just cut them in half. Another technique I use is using pins to pull the strings. This works well, but most times my tweezers are sufficient, and you have to be careful when you use the pins because occasionally you'll end up pulling 2 strings at a time. So I finished the bottom portion of the left leg, and this is how it turned out. Using a different technique for this section, I will be showing you how to achieve a fully distressed look. So once again, I pull the ends of the white strings towards their appropriate sides. Then you are going to begin to pull the blue strands out of the jeans, as you can see me doing. So I'm going to finish doing that to the rest of these, and I'll show you once I'm done. So this is the finished product, and no, it did not take me all day. I just took a long break in between, but this is how it came out. As you can see, it's the fully distressed look. And now what I'm going to do is distress that square hole, and I'll show you once I am finished. This is how it looks. I just finished. So now that I finished the bottom portion of the leg, it's time for me to start ripping the rest. So once I'm finished with this, I will show you the finished product. Okay, so this was the finished product, but I tried them on and I felt the bottom needed to be a little more distressed to give it a more expensive look. So I decided to rip the bottom a little more, and I'll show you once I'm finished. Now this is the finished product, and as you can see, I distressed the bottom more and they look much better. So now it's time to throw them in the washer, and I'll come back to you once they are washed.
Ask you to take me to go shopping in Paris or go sailing overseas and just drape me in Gucci, no.